The honest of your life.
(101 Self-Help Tips). Chapter number 1. 101 Tips to Find Motivation and Reach Your Goals. Setting goals and achieving them is something everyone can do to improve their lives. While we all have goals that we want to achieve, doing so, however, can be difficult. Nearly everyone struggles to convert their goals into reality. We procrastinate and lose motivation, and ultimately falter in the execution of our plans, leading us to become frustrated and defeated. This failure to achieve our goals eventually causes us to lose faith in our abilities to move forward, leaving us feeling powerless to break out of old habits and improve our lives. Setting goals can be a powerful tool that keeps us focused and sharp. They can be visual and mental reminders that we need to get things done. If we fail to create goals for ourselves, then we can also fail to succeed in whatever we choose to achieve. Having a tangible set of goals that are written down and checked off when completed, can provide an amazing boost to one's self-confidence, which can, in turn, spur us on to achieve further goals. This will then increase our chances of bettering our lives and attaining a life-changing goal that we thought beyond our reach. Fortunately, achieving goals is a skill that can be taught and learned. From being more organized to changing your mindset, there are numerous ways you can put yourself in a better position to conquer your goals. The following guide will provide you with 101 tips for finding your motivation, building self-discipline, managing your time, changing your mindset so you can finally achieve your goals. Chapter number 1. Tips for finding your motivation. If you find that you can't bring yourself to go through the necessary actions to reach your goals, then you more than likely lack the motivation. Motivation isn't something that is simply found, you have to make it happen. If you find yourself in a rut, here are some practical ways to drive yourself forward to accomplish your goals and change your life. Tip number 1. Make a deal with yourself. If you want to overcome procrastination and start getting things done, you need to make a deal with yourself. This deal can be either big or small. For example, you can tell yourself, when I'm done with these reports, I can take a walk in the park and enjoy some ice cream. Giving yourself something fun to do once you complete your task can keep you motivated to get things done. Tip number 2. Leave yourself messages in the morning. There may be mornings when you look in the mirror and don't like what you see. This can quickly kill any motivation you have and quickly ruin your day. To avoid this issue, find a message that will inspire you to be your best, even if you don't look or feel it. Using a dry erase marker, write the self-affirming message on your bathroom mirror. This will help build your self-image and help you start your day on a positive note. Tip number 3. Don't hit the snooze button. One phrase that can quickly zap your motivation: just 5 more minutes. When you hit your snooze button, you're starting your day off by procrastinating the inevitable task of getting up and going. Having an extra 5 minutes in bed in the morning isn't going to do you any favors and will kill your motivation. Tip number 4. Practice positive self-talk. If you have trouble getting out of bed in the morning, start practicing positive self-talk. When your alarm goes off in the morning, instead of grumbling and hitting the snooze button, tell yourself, I can do this. By affirming yourself in this way, it will make it easier for you to get out of bed and get going in the mornings. Tip number 5. Stay on a regular schedule. Knowing what to expect can keep you motivated, which is why it's important to know your daily schedule and stick with it as much as you possibly can. While things do happen that can interrupt a schedule, knowing that you have one planned and in place can make it much easier to keep on track and still stay productive during the day. Tip number 6. Breakfast is key. Eating a healthy and balanced breakfast is the key to starting your day out right. Food is energy, so by eating in the morning and choosing the right types of foods, you will remain focused on your daily tasks and goals. Even when you feel pressed for time, have a go-to meal that will give you the nutrition you need to start your day off right. Tip number 7. Have a morning routine. Having a morning routine can help you gain motivation to propel you into the rest of your day. Knowing what to expect and knowing that once it's done what comes next will help you make it through your day. Changes in your routine can make it difficult to think clearly and have a productive day. However, doing the same general activities in the same order can help you get going. Tip number 8. Participate in morning exercise. Take a morning walk or head to the gym first thing in the morning can increase your motivation for the rest of the day. Regular exercise can improve your blood flow and keep you from feeling sleepy or lethargic throughout your day. Even participating in a simple stretching routine in the morning can help to increase your blood flow and get you moving. Tip number 9. Take one step at a time. Concentrate on one action at a time. If you think about everything you have to do, then your energy levels will feel even lower. Take your routine one step at a time and don't focus on what you have left to do. When you only focus on the immediate action, you won't mentally deplete what energy you have left. Tip number 10. Keep moving forward. Once you get moving, keep moving. Energy isn't something that lives in a bottle and can be taken on a whim. Sometimes you have to force yourself to keep going. Maintaining your momentum increases the chances that you will continue to be productive and finish what you started out to accomplish in the first place. Don't fool yourself by telling yourself that you'll be able to do it later. This is nothing more than procrastinating and will ultimately leave a lot of unwanted tasks sitting on the back burner. Tip number 11. Reward yourself. When you are faced with a difficult task or situation, setting up a reward for when you complete it successfully can help you remain motivated. Rewarding yourself for completing difficult tasks can keep you motivated to keep going with the job and accomplish it in the time frame you've set. Tip number 12. Leave yourself notes. Leaving yourself encouraging notes in places that you often look can make you feel better about yourself. Writing encouraging notes to yourself can help to remind you that you can do it and make it through whatever challenges that life throws in your direction. Tip number 13. Track your progress. When your list of to-dos seems longer than what you have completed, take a moment and think of everything that you've accomplished during a certain period. While you may not be where you wanted to be at that moment, you need to remind yourself that you completed some of your tasks. Giving yourself that small pat on the back will help to keep you motivated and help you to continue with whatever tasks you still need to complete. Tip number 14. Make small goals. It is extremely easy to feel overwhelmed when you set your standards and your goals too high. Setting small and attainable goals from the start will help you stay motivated when you reach them so that you can move on to the next step. When you set your goals too high, to begin with, you can become discouraged too easily and feel overwhelmed. Tip number 15. Work on one project at a time. You may think that multitasking is a good idea until you realize you have unfinished projects on your list. Not only do you still have to complete each of the projects, but it makes you feel like you can't even achieve one. To keep your motivation, you need to focus completely on finishing one project at a time, seeing it through to the end before you begin the next one. Not only will this keep your motivation because you've achieved what you set out to do, but you will become more productive. Tip number 16. Turn to others. Those around you can be great resources when it comes to finding your motivation. Find some supportive friends and family who can help you achieve your overall goal and provide you with the motivation you need when the going gets tough. Tip number 17. Clear your mind. When you start to feel completely overwhelmed, it's best to step away from the situation and take a deep breath. Allow your mind to relax and clear itself from the stress that it might be currently experiencing. Going into something with a clear mind will provide you with the fresh perspective that you need to help you stay motivated and productive. Tip number 18. Think of things that energize you. If you lack energy, you can think about things that energize and motivate you to give you the necessary boost to get moving. Using whatever the thought is that will drive you, allow it to replay through your mind over and over again as you pursue the not-so-pleasant tasks that you might be facing when you're less than motivated and lack energy. Tip number 19. Listen to upbeat music. Music has the uncanny ability to dictate your moods. Upbeat and positive music can help you get going when you have low motivation. Try finding upbeat music that you like to listen to and play them when you lack energy and motivation and see if they won't have a positive effect on your motivation and energy. Tip number 20. Find your mantra. A mantra doesn't have to be long, it just has to get you excited. When you lack energy and feel unmotivated, it's those few words that remind you what matters to you and get you to take action toward achieving the goals you've set for yourself.